Last week I talked about a coach exploit where a team's coach could glitch their view of the match to get an unfair advantage by seeing information about the enemy's equipment and locations. This story has since developed, with more coaches stepping forward to confess their sins, and with Valve breaking their silence on the matter to say a thing or two about it. You can read what they say here. If I had to summarise, I'd say that they're not mad, just disappointed. Disappointed in those who abused this bug instead of being honest and alerting people of the problem. The investigation has reached a confession period. Those investigating it may or may not be aware of more people who have abused the bug, but are giving them some time to turn themselves in voluntarily. A number of people have already come forward to admit wrongdoing. ESIC's page contains more information about it. It has launched a massive investigation that it estimates will take 8 months to complete, using people and AI to analyse 25,000 demos, spanning back to 2016. That's half of CSGO's lifespan. These points they mention here are all pretty straightforward, apart from point 4, which makes absolutely no sense. Further down they say they believe in reform and rehabilitation and that everybody makes mistakes, and say that ESIC will open a confession period. Seriously, who writes this stuff? And that this period ends on the 13th. In case any guilty parties are watching this, you have until the end of the week to confess your sins. Your punishment may be lighter if you're honest about what you've done, and if you can give good reasons for how you encountered and dealt with this bug. For a great example, please check out Gary's video. I can't do it. HLTV has an excellent article, link in this video's description, which is being updated with the latest people found to be involved in this whole thing. It's currently at 14. If the existing punishments are anything to go by, coaches will receive a ban, the length of which depends on how much they've abused the exploit. It looks like Valve has lost faith in coaches to do the right thing, and are now considering limiting the coaching role in the future. Well done guys, you ruined it for everyone. When things are bad, it helps to look for the good guys, and Steve is definitely one of them, having scanned through thousands of demos for instances of this exploit. A Gofundme page was set up for people to contribute to show their gratitude to Steve and Michael for their time and effort. But he has turned it down, saying that he cannot ethically accept external payments for the work that he's done, and says his share should instead go to Michael or to Gamers Outreach. What an excellent guy. On to the sad news again. Due to coronavirus, the Rio Major has been cancelled. LANs will be postponed until they deem it to be safe again. Until then, RMR, Regional Major Ranking Events, shall be hosted online to keep track of the best teams in each region. It's kind of to be expected, just a shame the coaching debacle has come along to complicate things further. And the last bit of this video covers some good news. CSGO has got some updates, though admittedly they're only a few map changes. Mutiny has received an overhauled T to A site layout, but unfortunately I couldn't find it. It received one the other week, so maybe these patch notes are just posted late or something. It gets worse and worse, doesn't it? This has got to be the most depressing video I've made this month, so far. But this is a good time to confess one of my sins. In my last update video, I didn't mention that the stained glass on this map had got an update. In my defense, it wasn't featured in the patch notes, and I did notice it, but it was too late and I couldn't be bothered to re-render the video. What it was the pictures on either side of the stained glass were flipped the wrong way, which they fixed. You can see it here. And you'll notice in this latest map version that the church has received a new brick texture, which appears flatter, neater, and less cracked. I noticed a similar thing happening to the ground at A. The props are now lit differently, you can see it on the grass just outside of A. At lower settings, apparently there was a black shade bug, so that should be fixed now. I'm happy to announce that the water, which got a bit murkier last update, is back to its old blue self again. And apparently there have been some changes to the props, their fade-in distances and stuff like that, but I didn't bother investigating more. Anubis has had a few tweaks too. The spawn points have been repositioned for better movement, presumably so that you don't get caught between two AFK teammates at the start of every round, like what seems to happen to me every game. Among the bugs that are fixed, one is a new grenade clip on the trims at short A to make stuff bounce off them in a more predictable manner. And small nitpicking stuff has been fixed on the radar. The stray pixels have been cleaned up. This corner has been sharpened, which is wrong because it should have been like how it was before. This staircase has been added. And a few pixels here. Not the biggest of game updates, I know, but I can only work with what I'm given. Have fun!